All right, let's dive into one of the most explosive openings in modern storytelling. This isn't just about crime. No, it's a story about friendship, a lie that lasts a decade, and what happens when the violent past you tried to bury comes crashing back. Let's get right into it. So, the whole thing kicks off with this legendary line, which basically says, "This is the story of three close friends who weren't just friends, they were kings of the criminal underworld. These guys are at the absolute top of their game, held together by a bond you'd think is unbreakable. But it's all about to be shattered." So, our first stop is all about crime, friendship, and betrayal. We're winding the clock back 9 years to the frozen, isolated town of North Yankton. See, there's this crew of thieves, and they are about to pull a job that will change everything, forever. Okay, so who are we dealing with here? First, you've got Michael. He's the brains, the shot caller, the master marksman. Then there's Trevor. Trevor. He's the wild card, a total psychopath with a hunter's instinct. And rounding out the trio, we have Brad, the muscle. This guy loves a good fight. Together, these three were a force of nature. So the heist starts, and it's going perfectly. I mean, textbook stuff. They blow the vault, grab the cash, and they are almost clear. And then it all goes sideways. A guard grabs Michael, Trevor takes care of it, but not before Michael drops this ice-cold line. They try to escape, crash their car, and run straight into a police ambush. Brad goes down first, then Michael takes a bullet right in the chest. It's just complete chaos. And that line he drops, the one I just mentioned, it's this. He looks the guard in the eye and says, "You forget 1,000 things every day. Make sure this is one of them." Think about that. In the middle of all that chaos, he's that cool, that confident. This line, oh, you better believe this line is going to come back to haunt him. You're going to want to remember this one. With Michael and Brad bleeding out on the ground, Trevor has no choice. He has to fight his way out of there all by himself. He vanishes into the blizzard, totally alone and absolutely convinced that he's the only one who made it. In his mind, his two best friends are dead, his whole world just fell apart. But here it is, the big twist. It was all a lie. The ambush, the cops showing up right then and there, that wasn't bad luck. It was a setup. Michael had cut a deal. He faked his own death, even watched his own burial from a distance, and completely ghosted Trevor, his supposed best friend. This one betrayal is the engine for the entire story that follows. All right, let's flash forward 9 years. Michael got what he wanted, a brand new life in sunny Los Santos. But as we're about to see, this new life, this paradise, is really just a gilded cage. On the surface, Michael's life looks perfect. He's in witness protection with a new name, a ridiculous mansion, a family. He has it all. But really, it's a nightmare. He's bored, he's miserable, he's constantly fighting with his wife and his spoiled kids. He got the American dream by betraying everyone, and he found out it's completely hollow. He escaped prison, but he's more trapped than ever. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, a whole different story is playing out. We meet Franklin Clinton. He's a young guy, sharp, ambitious, but he's stuck in a dead-end job repossessing cars for a sleazy dealership. He's looking for a way up in the world, and boy, is he about to find one when his path collides with Michael's. And how do they meet? Franklin gets a job to repo a car from Michael's son, so he sneaks into the mansion, hotwires the car, and drives off. Clean getaway, right? Nope, because Michael pops up from the back seat with a gun to his head, and in a moment of pure bottled-up rage, Michael makes Franklin plow that car right through the front window of the dealership. Talk about a first impression. That little stunt with the car, it awakens something in Michael. The old instincts, the adrenaline, it's all coming back. And it's a good thing, too, because a different kind of betrayal is about to push him right back into the life he tried so hard to leave behind. So, what's the final straw? Michael comes home and finds his wife in bed with her tennis coach, and he just snaps. He and his new acquaintance Franklin chase the coach down to a gorgeous mansion in the hills, and then they literally tie a cable to the support beams and pull the entire house down the cliff. There's just one teensy-weensy problem. That house, it didn't belong to the tennis coach. It belonged to the girlfriend of a man named Martin Madrazo, a notoriously violent, extremely powerful cartel boss. Michael didn't just mess up. He messed up with the worst possible person. And Madrazo isn't interested in an apology. He wants money, 25 lakh rupees to be exact. This isn't the kind of debt you can pay off with your witness protection check. Michael is well and truly trapped. This leaves him with exactly one option: Go back to being the man he used to be. He makes a call to his old planner, Lester Crest, the brains of his old crew and one of the only people who knows he's still alive. It's time to plan a heist. And just like that, you can see it in his eyes. Michael is back. Lester lays out the plan for a jewelry store job. It's clean, it's fast, and it's brutally efficient. Get in, control the situation, smash, grab, and get out before anyone even knows what hit them. And here's the key. They have 90 seconds. That's it. A minute and a half from start to finish. The margin for error is non-existent. This is a high-wire act, and everything has to go perfectly. So now the past is alive and kicking. The crew is ready, the plan is set. This isn't just about money anymore, it's about survival. But one small, arrogant mistake is about to bring a 9-year-old ghost roaring back to life.
And they pull it off perfectly. The plan works like a dream. They get the jewels, the getaway's clean, and Michael now has the money to pay off Madrazo. For one brief, shining moment, it feels like a victory. He thinks he's back.
But in that rush of adrenaline, he gets cocky. A security guard tries to be a hero, and Michael, he just can't resist saying it. The exact same line from North Yankton 9 years ago. You forget 1,000 things every day. Make sure this is one of them. Just one moment of pure hubris. And that guard, of course he goes on national television. He tells the reporter exactly what the robber said to him. And just like that, that one very memorable quote gets broadcast all over the country. The source material says it best. And this news also reached Trevor. The moment he heard it, he recognized Michael's words instantly. So picture it. Hundreds of miles away, in some dusty trailer, Trevor Phillips is watching. He hears that line, and in that single instant, everything changes. The impossible is true. Michael, his best friend, the man he mourned for 9 years, is alive. And any tiny flicker of joy is immediately consumed by a tidal wave of pure, white-hot rage. Which leaves us with one massive question hanging in the air. When Trevor finally catches up to Michael, is this going to be a reunion, or is it going to be a murder? A decade-long lie is about to come due, and the fallout is going to be biblical.